Gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome. This is the Maharajas of Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale Season 2, brought to you by Codashop Plays. My name's AJ, I'm the Mustachio, and I'm here to take over Codashop's channel and bring you guys all of the best of action from Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale. And you can bet you will get the best, man. We have got some of the best squads out there on the battlefield, ready to do battle. The teams are just waiting for my go. As soon as I say kick off the lobby, things will start to get hot and heavy in here. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's say go to my moderator and they'll be kicking off the action in a little bit. You guys know exactly what it is. We have got 68 teams in this competition competing against each other, but it is in 3 different groups where what we do is each and every single week, we shuffle their groups according to their placements on the leaderboard, which only means 68 teams are thrown onto the one leaderboard, and the teams from the first spot all the way until 25, they'll go into Group A. From the teams from the 26th spot all the way down to 50, they go into Group B, and the rest of them inside of Group C. There is a reason why we have done this. It is because in the Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale scene right now, there are a few titans that are absolutely untouchable. And we do have some up-and-coming teams as well that want to have their own name out there. They want to have that spotlight for themselves, but they can never seem to break through to the bigger lobbies. They can never seem to break through to the grand finals. And with this setup, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you are in Group C, for example, you know your team is struggling overall on the leaderboard. But the 20 points or the 15 points that you get from the placement of that number 1 spot still is a viable option for you as long as you fight it out on the battlefield and earn it for yourself. And that's exactly the kind of opportunity we want to give some of these teams who are new and upcoming. And as they go up against the Supreme teams later on at the grand final, they will be able to build up some of the experience out there. And hopefully we get to see them participate in more and more competitions as of this nature in the future, and also start slaying like the titans out there that we do have in the Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale scene here in Garena for MSP. In this competition, we've got teams from Malaysia, Singapore, as well as Philippines. But as far as the dominance goes on out there, it is most definitely going to be the Philippines with their usual consistency in terms of gameplay. They always find a way to dominate not just their own countrymen, but of course the other nations out there as well. Singapore as well as Malaysia truly have struggled, truly have suffered in the hands of the Philippines so far. Not just in my competition, but in all of the other competitions out there that are run even by Garena themselves. And for example, if you guys look at the Garena Survivors, there's only one team from MYSG, and that is going to be your one and only ABC Mystic, which is why I don't want something like that for this competition. I don't want something like that for this tournament. I want to be able to make sure some of these teams out there who don't really do all that too well still get that limelight, still get that spotlight on them at the grand finals. But of course, it's not just handed to them. It's not just given to them. They need to earn their opportunity by battling against teams that are on their own level. And that is the kind of grouping system that we have come up with for this competition. Thank you so much, Codashop, for giving me the opportunity to take over your show. And thank you, all of you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, who are bringing in the views month after month for us, week after week, I have to say, for us on this channel. Now, I have not gone live on Facebook. This is for a very specific test that I'm running in here today to see whether or not just with the YouTube reach, we can reach the usual audience. So I'll truly depend on all of you. I'll truly depend on your assistance to take the link of this video and share it out onto Facebook, okay? I do not want to bring in my usual audience. I just want to see exactly how far will the YouTube, generic reach go out there and bring the audience for us for the Maharajas of Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale, so that we can use this information to our best advantage moving forward to see exactly how we want to set up these live streams. Do we continue taking over Codashop and stomping some grounds out there? or do we execute a few of these competitions on my page over on the usual spot? You guys know exactly where that is. So that's exactly what today's test is going to be all about. So hopefully we can still reach not just the views that we used to get in the past weeks, but we are able to exceed them today so that I will know that this is the place to be week after week for the Maharajas of Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale. I would love to show you guys the standings. So without further ado, let's jump on in and see exactly who stands at the very top, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because it isn't gonna be none other than Vagabonds Esports. You guys see them dominating out there on the battlefield at Garena Survivors, and you will see them dominating out here on the battlefield of the Maharajas of Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale as well. It is gonna be the team up, the lineup of Luki, Nash, Blue, as well as Yato. No new names, you know them really well. You know the kind of dominance they can bring out there on the battlefield. And they will be part of group number 1. Followed by VVB Esports, VD, 97 points. TNC Esports Prime. They have rebranded to Almighty Prime, I have to say. We need to get this changed on our side. We do apologize, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. IC Esports sitting down in the 4th spot with 77 points. Followed by the 4 Kings with 63 points. Vagabonds Nomads, on the other hand, with only 62 points there, are still able to hang with the rest. Amethyst Esports in your 7th spot with 62 points, and ABC Mystic. This was the team that represents MYSG at the Garena Survivors, and this is the team that is carrying the burden of performance of the whole of MYSG. A lot of pressure on their shoulders, but they seem to perform pretty decent out there on the battlefield. 13 Academy, on the other hand, sits down in the 9th spot at the moment with 55 points to their names, and Kazoku Vitas in the 10th placement with 53 points. And from here on end, the challenge just gets even more tougher. Dream Pantheon in the 11th spot, followed by CB1 Main, and of course VVB Esports Vici sitting down in that 50th position. Anorex 432 in the 14th spot in here, and I know a lot of you are wondering, a lot of you are asking exactly where is Anorex 420. We just gotta scroll down a little bit further. Alibaba Clan Very Sexy with 47 points in the 15th spot, followed by TNC Blackfire in your 16th position. Anorex 420, just like in the Garena Survivors, they seem to be having a little bit of a struggle here as they sit down in the 17th spot. Whether or not they will be able to prove themselves to the whole of God community, whether or not they'll be able to prove themselves to the players of 4 Kings as well by the end of the competition, we still have to wait and see. Now, I know you guys are hearing a little bit of the background sounds in there. My apologies. Let me just mute that for a little bit. But this is exactly how these standings are out there on the battlefield, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Whether or not we will be able to see a big change in here, we have to wait and see. Let's hop on into battle number 1. This is gonna be for Group A. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make sure you hit that share. Make sure you get us out there on Facebook as much as you possibly can. Because as we hop on into game number 1, we are gonna be following the players of Vagabonds Nomads in as well. Virus, Esir, Travis, as well as Ryujin. No introduction needed for this squad. Straight into Isolated, we will go. Unlike Garena Survivors, all of our battles in here is going to be on TPP. No FPP sort of challenge for the teams out there just yet. And as you can see, it is going to be the one and only TNC Esports Prime moving on into Dormitory, whereas Vagabonds Esports, as usual, take over Ski Town. Almost all of these teams finding their own drop spots out there, except for Team M in here, the one and only VVB Esports Vici, who managed to find the players of Amethyst Esports. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's hop on over and check out exactly what Amethyst Esports has got planned in here. A little too close for comfort with the players of VVB Esports Vici. A majority of these teams just concluded their battle out there on Garena Survivors, are hopping on right into yet another battle for the Mustachios Maharajas of Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale. There's a $500 prize pool available for the picking out here. Not as much as the 25,000 USD on the Garena Survivors, but of course, we will get there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We will get there one day. Wouldn't that be a delight to have the Mustachio host his very own 25,000 US dollar prize pool competition one day? I think it's a possibility. But it'll have to come through in the far off future. But Amethyst Esports, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as you can see, they will move away from the battlefield in their vehicle. They spotted out the players of VVV a little bit earlier on, and they just do not want those engagements. Still, 100 players alive and kicking out there on the battlefield. I do have to apologize. You guys might be wondering, Mustachio, why is the screen square instead of just all-out panel 1920 by 1080? The only answer is because the emulator is very, very unstable, guys. The emulator is extremely unstable, and I cannot bring you this action without being frustrated with it crashing game after game. Even on the Garena Survivors, you guys don't see it, but I'll be able to share with you that even they have defaulted away from using the emulator because of all of the trouble that they've been facing with it. But as I was speaking, the players of NRX 420 getting into a small entanglement here with the players of ABC. And which ABC is this? I'll be able to inform you in a little bit. This is ABC Mystic. One chopper on the way, and NRX 420 with that encounter were also able to take one kill, but drop Peanut in the exact same time. But 10 seconds more to go, and Peanut's not going to be scanned through just yet. Someone needs to pick up the dog tag, bro. And NRX 420, the struggle that they have out there on the battlefield in the Garena Survivor seems to be leaking on into the Maharajas of Call of Duty Mobile as well. Let's see if or not Peanut will be recovered, because for the time being, the guy's just going to struggle out there as a dog tag. But the players who did manage to come in here and take Peanut out of the equation are from Team H, the one and only ABC Mystic, Alibaba Clan Mystic. And Chalop has been immediately brought back into the mix, and this is quite the surprise. And I believe if this was the case, the dog tag of Peanut is all the way out here. So it was Peanut was the one who came out to grab the chopper, but were caught out by the players of ABC Mystic. So a little bit of a risk there taken by Peanut. So no wonder why his dog tag wasn't picked up instantaneously. But 4 Kings, what is going on? The 2 players already dropped out here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And the pressure is coming on from up top. It is none other than Riot Arsenal chipping in shot after shot, trying to shut down the players of the 4 Kings. Tokyo, Fright, Alatsky, as well as Keel this time round, hopping on into battle. 4 Kings looking to dominate, but unfortunately will be chased to the ends of the earth. But it was not the players of RPG that shut them down earlier on, and Riot Arsenal do not get to take that name for themselves. Let's scroll down here a little bit, as one team has already been put out of their misery. But Sato, on the other hand, with a 1 kill in hand so far, running away. Ainra, Blank, as well as Sekre already dropped. Chalo finding NRX 420's Kintaro. This team of ABC is just on a roll, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The best team representing MYSG. Now they take on the players of NRX 420 as well. Earlier on, tickling the kings of 4 Kings. And now NRX 420 is who they want to lap up, who they want to eat up. Are they going to be able to get that though? As ABC now, with 4 players out there on the battlefield. It will be Nerosa off screen as well in performance. Prime up top in the air. VVV on a fly pass as well. And Prime pulls out his poltergeist. He is going to be able to just chill, invisible for the time being, not be spotted out at all. But VVV now for the pressure. NRX 420, they have to get out of here. And VVV bags up the players of MYSG representatives. Oh no, Kaiser! Kaiser shuts down Prime as Ju now takes White out of the equation. Kaiser trying to run round circles over the players of ABC Mystic. Rogue pulls out. Rogue pulled out the defender. Shut down the one and only Kaiser. And just like that, the players of VVV now being bagged out one after the other. But out of nowhere, out of absolutely nowhere, team, the Dream Pantheon, they strike. This is just all out chaos, bro. All out freaking chaos. Rogue now on the ground, crawling away, will not be able to escape. But Ju as the final player. ABC Mystic eliminated by Dream Pantheon. Woo! What an engagement, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, out there on the battlefield. Absolutely solid. And the battle continues. And the fight continues out there. NRX 420, 2 players. They were the initial ones who got into that fight. With ABC Mystic out there. ABC Mystic doing a number on them after stealing away a kill from the 4 Kings. Peanut just a little disorientated. Zeus and Kintaro out of the mix already. Oh, Dream Pantheon. Oh, it looks like the dog tag can still be picked up. Boji getting the job done out there. Oi! Vehicles on for the play. And now, Johan. Yohei drops by. He's not going to find Peanut. Peanut with the rewind class will be able to play a quick pickup of the dog tag. And NRX 420 are right back in the mix. They're not going to go down easy this time, but Dream Pantheon want to make sure that does not happen. They want to make sure they don't get away. 2v1 and Peanut this time taken out of the equation, but the boy has done well. The boy has picked up. Oh no, he's not out of the equation just yet. Holy mama, Peanut Pusangala still surviving in this house, and he manages to recover a little bit of his armor, but now taking on Don G. Don G finishes off the job, but Peanut has bought enough time for himself, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We hop on over to Team C now. TNC Esports Prime on the roll. It's going to be Almighty Prime. My apologies. I have to fix that name out there. Let me do that right now. As AMT Prime now find a better position for themselves. A couple of shots chipped in early on. Vagabonds Esports, on the other hand, continues their engagement. Right in front of them, it's going to be the players of VVV. And this is Team M, which means that this is Team Vici out there for the battle. Sato nearby for the counter. Sato holding on to the edge of this hill here. Can he play against 4 players on the side of VVV? Yato spots him out. Has got the backup there. But Sato backs away from that engagement. Joins together with the rest of his team members, and Blank was not able to get out of there in the nick of time, and he gets shut down. Amazing stuff from the players of Vagabonds Esports. As they drop by, they shut down 1 player, but they go on out for the hunt yet again. And Team VVV Vici needs to get out of there. They do exactly that. Yato, Luki leading the charge. All of them. Sato right in front. You know exactly what it's gonna be. Sato straight into the water, and this is where Luki finishes off the job. Sato swimming down deep under. Luki with the shots. Opportunity for the shutdown. Oh, but up top, someone else takes advantage. Pusangala. Who shoots at the Vagabond Esports players? Nobody. It will be Sato. Gets eliminated from the equation. Luki needs a little bit more of that loot, and he'll go in to check out exactly what they have for him. Ice, on the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is that one team, Ice Esports, who have been proving themselves out there on the battlefield. Joko down on the ground. Primo takes him out of the equation. MJ still is there for that backup, and he manages to shut down RPGs, maybe. The engagement back-to-back, but now it's a 3v2v2. Here comes CB1's Luraj as well. Luraj from afar manages to toss in a grenade. Nobody gets caught with that nade that is tossed out. Mamat, on the other hand, bird's eye view from up top. Cremo down on the ground, trying to get all of the work. Oh my lord, Cremo just got absolutely annihilated by Mamat and his SMRS. Kaboom! That Macha went. That's a GGWP if I've ever seen one. Mama, 3 kills in here so far. And it looks like IC Sports will be the next one that they try to take down. But Mama didn't need to do much. Luraj settles that. And IC Sports, regardless of their performance in the competition so far, they get wiped out. But I do see NRX 420 jumping on into a battle. NRX 432 out there on the battlefield as well. But 420 now, with only Boji left in the mix. Can he grab that vehicle? Can he grab that motorcycle and get out of here? It's going to be Boji, the one and only ninja on the side of NRX 420. On that motorcycle now, needs to pick up those dog tags. As you can see, the dog tags of NRX 420 all over the ground out there. Makes the play. 1 dog tag picked up first. NRX 420. Multiple dog tags all around. NRX 432 will still keep that pressure on them. But you know it's the dream team. Dream Pantheon who wants to go on out and shut those players down. Do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make sure make sure you share the stream out onto Facebook. Thank you so much for all of your support, guys. You guys are absolutely fantastic, absolutely amazing. The Mustachio loves you, Codashop loves you, and don't forget, if you ever want to buy CP, finding absolutely no one with that scan, but it doesn't matter. At RX432, they will move on or forth. And the hacks, not just to find out, not just to disable the players around your compound, but it is also to make sure nobody else is hiding around in that location. Almighty Prime, on the other hand, VVV right in front. This is going to be Team W. VVV Esports Venny taking on the fight against Almighty Prime. Here comes Pogs. Pogs right in front. But Chase up in the air. Oh my lord, Dre, you drive me crazy, bro. This guy, he took Chase out of the air. So he took his opponent from the side of VVV out of the air as he was flying on through. But Duda right in front. Can Duda respond? Duda right behind the wall. Paul goes down as well. And VVV now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, bagged out of the equation. Almighty Prime is still in this situation, but Amethyst Esports on the other hand. Timothy, what can he pull off? Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make sure you hit that like. Subscribe to the Codashop page as well if you want to get timely updates, if you want to see if the Mustachio takes over more of these segments in the future. Thank you so much for all of your love. Thank you so much for supporting this broadcast. Thank you so much for being present in here and keeping the chat segment live. And I hope you guys don't have any complaints about my spectating in here. I know it was a little bit of a challenge watching Garena Survivors earlier. And a little bit of a secret for you. We only had, unfortunately today, 2 spectators on Garena Survivors. Yeah, man. Only 2 people. So they were they were doing quite a good job out there. A lot of the audience were shitting on them. I understand. I understand why you guys were mad as well. A few of those good engagements were missed out there on the battlefield. But it's not their fault, man. You know, they needed a little bit more backup. But let's hop on over to Existence, by the way. As Existence Valhalla now engages with Team P. This is TNC Blackfire. TNC Blackfire already taking spot in the highest compound, the highest building that they can find out in here. One player from the side of Existence triggers that trap. And TNC Blackfire, they know exactly what they're going up against. Chapo, Raygun, Zen. As you can see, Zen is the only one who's not up top together with them. These 2 players now holding on to the higher ground, waiting for one of those players from the side of Existence Valhalla to make a mistake. But Rick, they are not going to be able to find them just yet. Anway from the side of CB1 takes himself out of the equation, unfortunately. I don't know if that was the zone or a misplay on one of those grenades, but either way. Oi, 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 oi! Here comes the FHJ, and one grenade, God grenade from King Cry, and they try to go in here and finish things off. King Cry now hopping on in. It's the one and only Chapo up top. It's the Nova on the play. King Cry not affected by it just yet. Chapo waiting for the player. Chapo spots off his head. King Cry doesn't get the takedown. Chapo pulls out the defender. There's gonna be a 2v1 while the grenades come in here for the play as well. Chapo all alone, and now the play as they hop on up, one after the other. Zen, where is the backstab from Zen? Pusangala, where is the backstab from Zen? Chapo all alone. All 4 players from the side of Existence going in here for the attack. And Existence, well, hello, Nate, bro, get out of there, Chapo, get out, yeah, Chapo takes Rick out of the equation. Solo play from TNC, and Chapo still alive and kicking. The one and only El Chapo from the side of TNC Blackfire. The backup from Zen, a little bit late, but he still comes through, bro. He needs to take out, ay, brother, what you doing out there, bro? He managed to spot the trap, but walks right into it, Zen. GG, but Chapo my MVP. Chapo the guy who played the game of survival. 4 players saw Chapo. 4 players couldn't take Chapo out of the equation, but he instead trades out a player from the side of Existence. Valhalla Coco now knows the supremacy of Chapo. Zen spots another trap out there. He's a trap master as well. Probably why he got confused with the trap on the ground earlier on. I don't know how to justify his move out there, but it's okay, man. We'll leave him alone for the time being. NRX 420, right back in the mix. Zeus, unfortunately, has lost his life out there. I don't know if this is a bug or he really is out of the equation. Peanut now needs to be a little bit more careful, but he gets caught out by the Dream Team once again. Dream Pantheon running this lobby. Dream Pantheon getting those Dream kills out there on the battlefield. Kurt with the 4 kills. 3 from the side of Yohei. Don G as well as August providing 2 each. Dream Pantheon, where are they in the Garena Survivors, Pusangala? Where are they when we truly need them? The kind of dominance out there on the battlefield, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that Dream Pantheon are bringing on forth so far is just absolutely fantastic.
Device hacked.
Royals from up top.
Airdrop has been
They've got the high ground. Sentino, Bunso. They spot out the players from across. And I believe they can engage with Dream Pantheon. But they are going to be careful. They are going to be very disciplined with those triggers. Not moving out at all. Make sure you do not forget to drop that like. Make sure you do not forget to share the stream out as well. It's going to be Don G who manages to get away from the one and only Jer. Amazing stuff, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I love exactly how this match is going on. Boji, Wonder Kid, the one and only from the side of NRX 420. The rest of his brothers have been slain. And now, Solo, he needs to play those placement points. He needs to make sure the team does not bag out. But here comes TNC, ever so slowly. TNC Blackfire earlier on. The one and only El Chapo. The one and only El Chapo managed to avoid all of the other players. But this time round, can Chapo defeat NRX 420? Zen will get caught out. Chapo, this is Chapo's turn. Chapo, TNC Blackfire, Chapo eliminates NRX 420. The highlight reel, bro. The highlight reel for Chapo. Existence Valhalla. Will they cry? Will they cry? Will King cry? Will King Grey cry because he wasn't able to take down Chapo earlier on, but now TNC Blackfire only left in here with 2 more players in the mix. Ray Guns is taken down, but guess who's alive, Pusangara? Guess who's alive? It's still the one and only Chapo from TNC Blackfire. Santino up front, Chapo backs away, Existence Valhalla. Chapo needs to make something happen in here. Defender! But Chapo gets taken out of the Existence, and Existence Valhalla themselves will continue running this lobby. 8 more players out there on the battlefield, and Amateurs Esports alive and kicking. They have got 7. They have got 7 kills on their side so far, and their leader, their in-game leader, Narosa, taken out of battle already. But will this be a play that is viable for Amateurs Esports? They haven't been able to provide the dominant plays out there on Garena Survivors, but they are alive. They are alive in the Maharajas of Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale. Watts now managing to bag 2 players back to back, make that 3. Watts all on his own, getting it done for the Amateurs Esports players. And now it's a CB1 going up against the one and only Watts. 2 players, vehicles in hand. Now has to hop on out and wait. Careful plays, roll outside of the zone, and what? 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 With the insane play, and they manage to bag. They managed to bag the #1 spot. Amateurs Esports. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they light up the battlefield and they run circles around their opponents. But what's the highlight player? I mean, my personal highlight player is going to be Chapo from TNC Blackfire, but he takes the cake, man. Let's take a look at the performance of all of these teams in here so far. Captain Rosa only with the 2 kills on his side, but he doesn't need to worry as long as he has a team member like Watts. They can go running around in circles around their opponents, man. Amateurs Esports in the Maharajas of Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale managed to prove themselves once again with a total of 14 kills up there on that #1 spot. CB1, on the other hand, manages to grab that 2nd place for themselves with a total of 12 kills for themselves, and Existence Valhalla, on the other hand, with the 3rd spot with a total of 5 kills. Dream Pantheon, we saw the Dream Run coming through from them. They managed to take players out from a lot of those big teams earlier on. August, Kurt, Don G, as well as Yohei. And all of them together managed to get a total of 14 kills. I mean, come on, bro. We just came off of Garena Survivors, and then we get this hot battle. It's just superb. It's just amazing. It's just fantastic. Nothing can compare to what these players were bringing out there on the battlefield, man. I mean, goodness me. Some of these teams should be at the Garena Survivors. No idea why we haven't seen the Dream Team out there, but perhaps the battle there was just a little bit too tough for the Dream Team to make it through, but hopefully we do see them at the next big battle. I cannot wait to see what else they bring for us. But my highlight team will be the one and only team number 16 in here. It is your TNC Blackfire. Chapo with the 3 kills, Raygun as well as Demon Fox. And Chapo was the guy that put the final bullet into the final surviving player of NRX 420. Peanut got taken out in the most unfortunate of fashion, all thanks to Chapo, who survived the 4v1 that we saw earlier on. Guy was all alone. Nobody from the side of existence could take him out. Kingri, although he does have 3 kills on his hand, he will be a little bit upset that he couldn't take the 4th kill of Chapo. But it will be team number 22 in here, the Royal Archducks, with the 6th spot, with the overall 7 kills on their side. Vagabond Snowmans, on the other hand, as usual, with their dominance, bro. Amazing stuff as they bag 13 kills in the 7th position. And NRX 420, on the other hand, with the 8th spot, with only 3 kills to their name. NRX 432, here they come. They've been eliminated. They are not in the top 16 at the Green Survivors, but here they managed to survive and do solid for themselves. SWAT Boy, Dad, Clyde, as well as Cho. Shout out to the one and only Dad. He put up a quite a funny post on his page, and he kind of remixed my face. You guys should go and check that out. Anybody who doesn't know that is a streamer, well, you know right now. Hop on over to his page and check it out. But make sure you guys do me a favor. Make sure you guys hit that like. Make sure you guys share the stream out as well so that we can get a few more viewers in here. But I tell you, man, amazing stuff. Amazing stuff from all of these players out there on the battlefield. AP, at the end of the day, they only managed to grab the 10th spot here for themselves, and Team 13 on the side of VVV managing to grab a total of, 10 kills as well as the 11th position. Not too shabby at all. Almighty Prime, on the other hand, with the 12 kill run at the 12th spot. Let's check out here if or not anybody else had some dominant runs at the bottom in terms of kills. Yes, they did, man. ABC Mystic managing to prove themselves once again. Although they do get bagged out a little bit too early here in the 21 spot, they do also grab 7 kill points overall for themselves. And Ice Esports, on the other hand, with a total of 5 kills in that 17th position. All of the teams did well out there, but obviously Amethyst Esports outclassing everybody else. And that has been match number 1 of the day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And how much more can I ask for? I did not go live on Facebook. I wanted to test out a simple theory, and you guys have proven that theory right. That the setup by the Mustachio to bring in the right teams for this competition is always going to bring in the audience. It is the teams that bring in their fan base in here. So thank you so much for participating in the Maharajas of Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale. Group A, you guys have been absolutely fantastic. Of course, from here on in, the battle gets a little bit easier for some of these groups because it's not the top flight teams anymore. The top flight teams only play in match number 1. But this is the final day. This is the very last day that they get to gain some points for themselves. Because when we move into next week, that's good. Sorry, not next week. The week after next. Next week is going to be a break. The week after next, that's going to be the grand finals. It's not going to be a single round. These top teams are going to go round after round after round after round. And all of that excitement that you guys got out of just this one game is just going to be the constant all throughout the day. I'm looking forward to it. I know you guys are looking forward to it as well. Once again, make sure you do not forget to drop that like and subscribe to the Codashop channel. I'm going to take a quick short break. When I come back, it's going to be Group B in action. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the Maharajas of Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale Season 2, brought to you by Codashop Plays. This is the Mustachio AJ taking over the Codashop channel to bring you guys all of the greatest battles from Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale. And I tell you, I am having an absolute blast out here. After the greatest survivors, straight into the Maharajas of Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale. There's no better way to enjoy CODM BR, bro. I mean, it's just back to back to back. In here, earlier on, I went through 6 matches shoutcasting. Today, in here, it's going to be 3 matches. This is game number 2, and this part is for Group B. Once again, like I mentioned, we've got 68 teams in the competition, and every week, the groups will change. Every week, we will take the top 25 players from the overall leaderboard, because all 68 teams are thrown onto just one leaderboard. The top 25 teams go against each other in Group A, and that's the toughest lobby. That's what you just watched. In Group B are the second segment of those players, from the 26th all the way down to the 50th spot. And in Group C later, you will see the teams that have been struggling all throughout the competition. So we'll wish them good luck. But for the time being, let's hop on into Match B for Group B and check out exactly how they do. It's going to be the players of AVSG here from the very early get-go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that we are going to be spotting. And that is the one and only AVSG Invicta. But as you can see, the flight path just kind of forcing everyone towards the bottom half of this map. But a few of them really want to break away, moving towards dormitory. The high-tier loot zones are not going to be the point of contention for a lot of the squads out here. But immediately, we will see a battle breaking out here for the side of AVSG. And now AVSG Invicta. Right behind them, we do spot a squad. And it will be the one and only First Degree Galatians 526, Tristan RM19-0, as well as Lucci. They're going to focus on looting up first before they drop by to check out what's going on. But Royale as well as Suave out there on the battlefield. They've already managed to find a couple of kills for themselves. Baba Yaga, Shah, Nisha, can they still hang on? This is going to be the one and only Cartel's X Antonov. Shah, no armor on her at all. But Neko from outside, no takedown just yet. Shah gets taken out of the equation as well. Nisha, final player. What can she do against 3 players on the side of DBL? It is going to be the one and only Equinox Jizo. They back away ever so slowly. Jizo. One final player in here. Nisha still alive and kicking. Nisha managed to get that one takedown, but unfortunately, that backstab, the numbers game catches up with her. Hang in. Earlier on, we did see the Royal Kings try to go out there and dominate the battlefield. We saw Del Cutie, Frosh. Okay, we didn't see Oh Mama, but Frosh, Del Cutie as well as Hang in. A lot of promise out there from this squad of Royal Kings. But we'll hop on over to another team that is in a gunfight. TNC right in front of them. They do have a final player from the side of Team Equinox Suzaku. Oh, my apologies. This is not Equinox. This is Cartel's X Shadow Fiend. One final player on the snowboard. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming, says Ozai. But backstab now. Puts on the trap. But Sean, taking the fight. Not dropped out yet. 2 on 1. Almost Ozai. CK Lucky almost managing to grab that victory there. It was a great play by Ozai. But the numbers game will catch up with him as well. Lagnat Suave out there on the battlefield. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, not a lot of opportunities. Just a single round for all of these players. So they need to be really careful with their approach. And I really like exactly how we are doing out there on the battlefield. We started off with 94 players. Right now, we are at 76. A lot of them already dropped out there on the battlefield. But it will not be an easy thing to recover in here for Team C. Equinox Jizo. Asta is on the way back already. Hopefully, Asta doesn't say hasta la vista a little bit later on. But at Nuketown, you can see all of the new players immediately moving for the chopper. Pusangala, I need to see this. 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 Hold on. I think this is the play. Hold on. Who's out there, man? I missed it. I definitely missed it. Somebody was going in there for the battle, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Earlier on, 3 players all at the same time. And Tami now, Raven trying to survive. Earlier, the players out of the revive flight all going in for the exact same chopper down at Pier, and I missed that battle. I do apologize. It would have been quite epic if we saw exactly how they were fighting out there for that chopper, but gee. Fine, riling up. Raven dropped out there now. Rabisco as well as McDodo have got no other choice but to stay undercover and wait for the players of Royal Empress to move away from this site on the battlefield. But I don't think the Royal Empress have got anything like that in mind. They want to wait. And not only do they want to wait, oh my goodness, Pisangala. Sorry, I totally did not realize the sound was off, guys. I have switched it back on. My apologies. Better late than never, they say. But at least you had my voice to chill with as we started. Suave out there. This is not Mr. Suave, eh? This is Suave himself. Royal Suave out there on the battlefield. Still surviving. And they will go ahead to reposition, allowing the players from the side of Assailants PH Dauntless to survive a little bit longer, which means Assailants PH Dauntless will be able to scan those two dog tags that were created by the Royal Empress as well. Battlefield now moving on as the first circle will bring us straight towards launch base and just reduce the amount of positions that these players can really play out there on the battlefield. But let's hop on over to see exactly who else is getting involved in a gunfight. I believe R7 managed to release a couple of shots in there earlier on, but it doesn't seem like that is going to be an encounter they will stand by to continue for a long time. But Team R, BY7, a little bit closer to an engagement here. It will be Madred who spots out the players from the side of Riot Outlaws. Riot Outlaws now from the opposite side. FHJ, Madred trying to shoot down a cactus? I don't think so. But the vehicles haven't really appeared right in front of him just yet, and Madrid has to reposition. BY7, they have got the bird's eye view, but as they look down upon all of the other players down on the lower ground, they think to themselves that they are not going to be taking advantage of this situation. Royals now hung in, getting the double kill, takes the vehicle out of the equation, together with Del Cutie now. Sorry, hung in a little bit too loud, man. Your car's just way too loud for me to check out. But it's okay. We will continue on with the battle, ladies and gentlemen, boys. Someone else takes a car as well. Everybody wants to drive that car around. And I know the kind of pain that you guys face out there on the battlefield every single day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as your eardrums just start to bleed. Even as you were watching Garena Survivors, even as you are watching sometimes, someone picks up the vehicle and you cannot hear exactly what Mustachio is saying. I do apologize, but it's okay. That's the way it is. And that FHJ does not catch DNC, but here comes another shot towards them, and they will be able to get away from that as well. But the third one is the charm. And it forces the players of DNC Esports Empress to abandon their chopper. But another chopper right there behind them. It's gonna be the Royal to fly by. And that chopper gets taken out of the equation. But this what they wanted. Now PGN dropping by to say hello to TNC. This is what TNC wanted. They forced the players of PGN out of the chopper. And now both teams outside of the zone, taking this fight up against each other. But Claudie, he has got the high ground alongside Mark as well. Claudie gonna get caught out. But as the players move away from this battle, PGN does not engage. They keep a strong line behind the edge of this cliff here. And they wait for TNC to back away. They wait for TNC to get further away before showing themselves once again. AVSG Suki out of nowhere pulls out the FHJ. Royal once again in another gunfight. It is another squad of Royal, so I have to catch up with them. Bear with me for a moment. TNC Kai, can he take White out of the equation? Equinox manages to get away, and White will continue to survive. BY7 now for a couple of cheap shots against White as well. They do not catch him very easily. I hope you guys like the graphics quality out of my stream. It's quite tough, man. I put it on max as much as I can because I know you guys like looking at that high quality stream. Oh mama, with a couple of shots out now. This is gonna be the one and only Royal Kings. Once again, Frosh, Del Cutie hung in with the 6 kills earlier on, you saw. But now, swimming on through, grabs a boat for himself. Del Cutie will go ahead to join him as well, alongside Old Mama as well as Frosh. What's gonna be the play here? as they all want to get that boat for themselves, but it's going to be absolutely useless. Why are the players doing this? I have no idea. But now, as they catch up together with each other, the players on the side of Team N, here comes the 5 Yonko Akatsuki nearby as well. 5 Yonkos. This is not the 5 Yonkos. I mean, this is 5 Yonkos as well, but not the 5 Yonkos I was talking about. Lululemon from afar. Royals. How will this engagement come through? Hisoka driving forth as well. Ocean. He has chosen to stay away from all of the other players. Hung in, taking those shots up. It is going to be the Royals who continuously run this battlefield. 6 kills in here so far. Looking to make it into the grand finals. Will they be able to get there? Suave jumps off of the bridge and he will not get caught out by Hung In. Hung In on the other hand, hot for a battle. But the next circle will bring them away from the waters and straight into the center point of crash. Practice range in for the play as well. Don't forget to drop that like, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Make sure you share the stream out. And the players of Team G catching up with the rest of them ever so slowly. Equinox on the other hand from the back, and Hung In does not have the ability to turn around quick enough, and a quick drive-by shots taken by Equinox, and this is the one and only Equinox Suzaku and not Miyazu. Suzaku as they get away. Hisoka manages to pull off a couple of shots as well. The 5 Yonko now taking on the players of AVSG. Will Hisoka be able to get away with this? Right behind the defender, it looks like he has been taken out of the equation, and Ocean just a little bit too far away to get his brother back in for the play. Hisoka, unfortunately, will not be able to make a big run from that position. But Equinox, on the other hand, they take on the team of Ventus Sovereign Invicta. Equinox nearby. Equinox Esports Suijin. White caught out there on the battlefield. Just a couple of shots from Mochi. Goes ahead to connect. But D cutting down the distance. He is with the rewind class, which means he can take a little bit of risk out there on the battlefield. D now as he tries to reposition. Nova popped out onto White. White just playing the game of positioning here. Catches back up with the rest of his team members. Zeus with the backstab. White does not get caught up, but he does get tagged up just a little bit. And the smoke will obscure the vision of the players on the side of AVSG, and Equinox turns things around just a little bit before D manages to get a knock, and D now going in for yet another backstab. Black goes down onto the ground. Equinox, can they survive this onslaught? Defender, the players have not been upgraded just yet. AVSG for the exact same fate. They have not pulled in the upgrade, but D manages to shut down Yalapo and the players of Equinox Team T. Equinox Esports Suijin, 1 by 1. They lose their lives 1 by 1. They get taken down. But White has been brought back into the equation, White has brought back Black into the equation. And it seems like he will need to make a good play later on for those 2 dog tags still remaining out there on the battlefield. Janad up top from this hill. Slowly now, White in front of him. Once again, Equinox from one battle into the other. And this time it will be the Riot Outlaws from the side of Riot Esports, teasing them up with those shots. And White will not get caught out. He needs to survive no matter what. And Black is right back in the mix. And White catches up with him. Amazing stuff, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's see what else do they have out there on the battlefield as Team RPG now tries to hunt them down. Black, White. Interesting. Black and White. No matter if you're black or white. That's exactly what they were going for, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But DVL from the side of Team C now. This is gonna come. Equinox Jizo. Sounded damn wrong, Mustachio. Don't ever say that again in succession. They are going to be taking the players from R7 Alpha out of the equation. Valkyrie down on the floor just now, and it will be Turtle now who tries to turn things around, but the backstab comes through, and DVL, 1 by 1, they catch out everyone, and the flag by Neko seems to be all that was needed by Team Jizo. And they have got 9 kills to their name now. And the players of DVL Jizo will continue to go on out there looking for more. Once again, if you are in Group B, you want to get the most number of points and get into the Group A setting here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Not a lot of opportunities left out there as Smart Red expires. And BY7 wasn't able to take those dog tags back because of the gatekeeping maneuver by PG and Bravo. PG and Bravo. Hela, Kenji, Anga, as well as Yan Ribut. All of them just on standby. No kills on their side just yet. But if they can if they can gatekeep a couple of dog tags, why the hell not? Maybe pull away a couple of extra battles as well as takedowns there as well. Claudia now getting taken down. Jizo strikes again. And Kai will return fire. Here we go. Here's the players of Jizo once again getting involved in yet another gunfight. Claudia down onto the ground. Fade as well as J-Mark. It's a 2v3 now. Fade backs away. Mark on the other hand, taking the backstab. The flank from the left-hand side. Claudia has been taken out of the equation already. Fate leading those players away slowly. And here comes Mark. Drops. What was that? Was that a Nova? Was it a flash? I don't know what he threw at those players, but it doesn't seem to be effective at all. But he does manage to make a play for that first dog tag. Mark now getting attacked from the back. Sora has spotted Mark out already. Neko goes for the chase. Mark in a lot of trouble. Has got the snowboard with him. Oh no! Flies up into the air. Wrong time. Mark jumps up once again. Amazing maneuver, avoids Neko, and this little Neko, this little kitty cat will not be catching Mark anytime soon. JC just a little bit too far away from all of that action. Mark and Fate though. One more dog tag on the ground. Claudia needs to be brought back. Wanted, Sumpa going in for the players of 5 Yonko now. Lululemon. What will be the play? Hisoka returns fire as well. Nearby, we have got a lot of action still breaking out on the battlefield. And as you can see, Team Jizo has brought all of your players right back here in the mix. But Neko, I tell you, on fire. Mark once again, this time flies right in front. Neko doesn't take advantage. And Mark just teases the players of DVL as he flies by. Amazing plays from all of these teams, but it has to be Team C, Equinox Jizo, that is one of the most impressive ones out there on the battlefield. But we'll skip on out here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Deuce, Mochi as well as D. This team of AVSG gets involved in yet another gunfight. Can be the third party in the battle right in front of them. But they choose to not aggress on fourth just yet. Aventus, Sovereign, Invicta. A lot of things to prove out there for the MYSG squads and AVSG. One of those who might just be able to pull this off. Mochi, 4 kills so far, alongside D with the 6. 13 kills in the hands of AVSG. And they do not want to slow down their progress at all. In fact, they want to get a little bit more. They want to get everything out there on the battlefield. And as they try and position themselves, Neko will find another. Neko is on fire. 8 kills in here so far. Rio dropped out of the equation as well. And Neko, one furious cat out there on the battlefield. Scratching and clawing his way up. Hanzo now being attacked. It's going to be the 5 Yonko. Grenade after the grenade. The cluster will be dropped on their heads. Equinox now right in front of them as the players of 5 Yonko run straight into this trap set up by Equinox. Black as well as White. Black now will be pressured by the zone. White has managed to run away already. Hanzo's back gets caught out. Black does not take advantage but manages to tag him up just a little bit. Now repositions from the back of this house now. Smoke outside. Ninja is not going to be played just yet. He needs to save that for a rainy day. Enzo, Zero have all run away already, but Black finally gets knocked down onto the ground, and that's not by a player, but by the zone in itself. And White now losing his life as well. Needs to pull out that snowboard, needs to reposition. White is running out of time. Equinox, Esports, Suijin, do they have enough of time? The answer is no. Both players, both final players, have that misplay on the other side, and they get taken out by the Furious Zone. MJ, on the other hand, this is going to be the gameplay at Crash. Catches out one player from the side of Equinox Jizo. Equinox Jizo right down there below them. Oh, what a ninja skill being used. But now Wanted all the way up in here. They are going to get caught out here. But the trap down on the ground. MJ misses. Oh, 2 ninja skills back to back. But it doesn't matter. He hasn't wasted that just yet. Will be able to reposition himself. MJ. And now backs away from all of that battle. One great use of that ninja skill to avoid all of the other players and remain surviving in this battle. Zeus now opportunity, but he gets tagged all the way up. And he doesn't want to engage callously anymore. Mark, on the other hand, just keeping a small little compound for himself in that room. And he doesn't want to step on out just yet. Hang in, 9 kills in here. And as the wind blows, this guy picks up more and more kills like a ravaging monster out there on the battlefield. Now, I don't know who is Naked HD XYZ, but Oh, goodness me. You're so annoying with the spams, man. Even on the official Garena stream, even here. I don't know who you are, but you seem to be a hard worker. You seem to be, you seem to be a moderator that every single organization needs to perhaps hire, man. You're so active in the comment section. It's unbelievable. But please stop spamming something that's not going to be too friendly for the kids. And, I mean, obviously you know that, but perhaps your brain is not working at the moment. So please do have a little bit of understanding that not everybody wants to see what you share. Wanted, on the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Most Wanted Vigor. Still holding on to this house ever so slowly. All the players out there in this small little map. Now, let's take the battle up into the air. Sora, still alive, can now move away from this battle. We have to take the cam up and see exactly what is happening. And as you can see, all of the players from the side of AVSG now moving away. Royals on the other side will be able to... Pusangala. Hold on. Too many notifications coming through from my Discord. And now we have disabled them. And TNC, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here comes the players of Team K. TNC Esports Emperor are in here for the play. I need to check out exactly what Jizo does. Sora now tagging up a couple of players and Wanted fire right back, but all of the action is happening on the left-hand side of the screen. Jizo is all safe, but the zone now gonna start moving. This is the chaos. This is that annihilation that all of the players were waiting for, and the opportunity out there on the battlefield. It will be too complicated to spot out player by player, so we have to see the final zone in this manner. MJ is going to catch out Zizo first, but Sora manages to back away. MJ still manages to find the fight. Oh, the ninja wanted to get up top onto the roof. Does not get the ninja skill pulled off well. And here comes the team of Most Wanted. Most Wanted Wigger get bagged out by AVSG. Aventus Sovereign Invicta. MYSG represent. And this was the match. This was the fight that they desperately needed to climb up the leaderboard. This was the fight that they desperately needed to not just win, but win in dominant fashion to be able to make it through to the grand finals of the Garena Call of Duty Mobile Maharajas Season 2. Let's take a look at the scores coming through here from all of these players, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. As you can see, Mochi as well as D together alone bagging 14 kills for themselves. And 20 overall for this squad alongside Suki as well as Zeus. AVSG. Insane performance out there on the battlefield, grabbing that #1 spot. But right behind them, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's going to be Team 8 as well. And this is, of course, your Most Wanted Wigger with a total of 13 kills to their name. The Royals, on the other hand, hung in with 9 kills earlier on as we spotted him out. It's just absolutely insane as they were picking up kill after kill, but only the 3rd position they managed to drag for themselves after that failed ninja skill that was attempted. But it doesn't really matter because they have managed to do a lot for themselves. And picking up, what is this? 7, 10, 19 kills at the 3rd one. My, oh my. Insane, boys. Absolutely insane. But Team 11 in here as well. We have got the one and only TNC Esports Empress with a amazing play of the 4th spot, as well as 7 kills between Kai and Claudie. Overall, 11 kills on the squad. But it is going to be the team of Equinox Jizo with the impressive play out of Neko earlier on. 8 kills in total from this guy. 14 kills overall for this squad. They need to do more out there on the battlefield, but this was their only opportunity, so good on them. It's quite a lot of effort that they have brought out, but hopefully we can see more of them in the future. Have they managed to make it through to the top flight teams on the leaderboard? We will still have to wait and see. BY7, on the other hand, in the 6th position here, Team 18. But you see the performance overall. Not many teams at the very bottom raging on in lobby #2, except for Team 25 here. AVSG Vengeance managing to bag a total of 3 kills here for themselves, alongside Team 12 as well. DCE with a little bit of a impressive play, I have to say, at the bottom with 3 kills, but a little bit more impressive than them is KPH out of nowhere. This is the team of, I believe they are called Deus Ex Machina Primus, with a total of 8 kills to their name. And of course, team number 5 in here, TNC Supremo themselves, with a total of 5 kills. And we will scroll down a little bit more to find that there's not much of impressive plays. And Cartels, on top of everything else, bomb out in the very last position. So that's going to be a little disappointing for the Malaysians. But it is what it is in such battles, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I have to take a quick short break. This has been battle number 2, but it has been lobby number 8 overall for the Mustachio in here, back-to-back as we shoutcast all of these matches. I'm going to take a quick short break, but when we come back, it's going to be the final lobby of the day. Make sure you guys don't forget to support Codashop by clicking that subscribe button and also using Codashop for all of your in-game purchases. I'll be right back. Thank you so much for your patience, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Without further ado, here comes battle number 3. Make sure you hit that subscribe on the Codashop's page on YouTube. Here we go. It is going to be the flight path that cuts through dormitory all the way down to right up is Pusangala. What in the world sort of a flight path is this, Call of Duty Mobile? But it doesn't matter. The teams out here, not too many, will be looking to place themselves as best as possible. We do not have many of those squads in this battle, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. A total of 7 teams to play this. So the circle's going to be a little full of pressure. But as you can see, Team L quickly backing away from this KRMY Bangsawan. What Zara, Snake, as well as Alice will bring into the play. As Dormitory now is taken over by the one and only ROG MC360. And the team of PTG Anex will be jumping into Frigid Wetland. You do have MC Revenge on the other side from ROG inside of Black Market. And one player on the side of Battle X King Venus. What in the world? And this is Mika Odin. I don't think AVSG was supposed to hop into Team J's spot, but I believe this could be AVSG Chaos. Is this the situation here? Because there's a potential that this Pusangala was playing around with his little lobby slot and ended up starting off in Team J, and the rest of his team members are in Team H. This is a GG right here. And that's why, people, don't jump around in that slot when we haven't started the match yet. Sit down in your slot and don't move around. But of course, it is what it is. The battle will continue out there in a little while, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And I love the fact that out here, as we use the iPad to stream this game out, there's not going to be any... I was just going to say there's not going to be any lags whatsoever, but, you know, there was a little bit of a lag in terms of the player showing up on the screen. But, you know, as what we always say, what's a game of Call of Duty Mobile without a couple of glitches here and there? No, we don't always say that. It's just Mustachio that says that. It's going to be Foe who loots up this whole area, and as you can see, it's gonna be MC360 with a full of dormitory all for themselves. Each and every single team can probably pick an airdrop for themselves before they go into battle, as this circle will be quite large for all of them to share, and a lot of space to travel around. I mean, just like Garena Survivors, you saw us drop 16 teams into a single lobby. This time round, in my own stream, we dropped 7 teams into Lobby C. These are the teams that are struggling out there in terms of battle. So hopefully they can find their way through this game and reach up to the top. Every single point counts, but with the lesser number of teams out there, the number of kills that you can rip away goes down drastically as well. So it is an opportunity at the same time, a little bit of a disadvantage to have so few of those teams in there. But think of the bright side. The worst you can do is the 7th spot. That's not... That's not too bad, I guess. That's not too bad, I guess. And as all of these players continue to move on through, it's just going to be a game of loot and play later on as they hop into a battle. But nobody's going to catch each other anytime now, as they all focus in different areas of the map. Once again, when the circle starts to close in, that's when we will start to see a few of those engagements out there on the battlefield. Make sure you don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to drop that like, to drop that share as well, and hit that subscribe button on the Codashop's page, and use Codashop for all of your in-game purchase, not just for Call of Duty Mobile, but for any and all games that you discover out there. Make sure you check out on Codashop whether or not they have got those in-game currencies being sold, because most of the time, you do see Codashop running a couple of cashback promotions, and every time they give you cashback, number one, the obvious, you save a little bit of money. But I don't think of it as saving money. I always think of it as managing to go out there and, of course, keep a little bit of an extra bonus purchase for the rest of my in-game currency. And AVSG, on the other hand, they will be looking for that currency through the airdrop, which has landed just beside them. But they have to be careful, because the Ghost Wolves, this squad, might just be on the way to grab that for themselves. V-Skill, Riley, Crocodile, as well as Ellie. Let's see what they can bag from this situation. They still want to focus on looting here. Nobody's going in for the airdrop just yet. A single airdrop available for all of the teams to go in here and fight for. Thankfully, that is going to be the case. I mean, if we get 7 airdrops all at the same time, I mean, it's an impossible thing to happen in the first place. But if we happen to get multiple airdrops, then you know how much easier it gets for the team. We don't want it to be that easy. But as you can see, Team G on the way there already. It is going to be the one and only PTG ANX inside of that chopper. And they move on through. Can they grab the best for themselves? They are looking for that airdrop, spotting a couple of players in front of them. They want to go in for the wipe. Is this what it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Click. Oh, fall damage, Pusangala! And V-Skill gets taken out of the equation. Backstab, though. Riley trying to take over the situation. Crocodile alive and kicking, shuts down Light. Amazing grenade coming through. And Kaizen gets taken out with that Fennec as well. Finally drops the defender. GSC, Crocodile, all on his own. Manages to evade the other players. And now, as they get dropped one after the other, you know for a fact, 2 players on the side of 18. They are going to struggle. Bleed out on the ground, potentially. Light a little bit too far away. Crix and Jeff on the other hand. Jeff is going to be focusing on picking up his team member Kaizen. Nobody else around from the side of GSC to take advantage of this. Riley now right in front. Can he bag anything? This is the guy who brings in the airborne to the play. But a little bit slow, I have to say, the airborne class. Recently, it has become one of those classes that have become redundant in Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale. Not many people still depending on the airborne. But now, it will be Crocodile up top from the high ground. Focusing on the pressure. But it will be a smarter play by PTG ANX, who managed to bring their players right back up to their feet. And Crocodile gets taken out of the equation. Valiant effort coming through from Crocodile earlier on. And Crix shuts down Riley. Team F goes Wolves out of the equation. They should have just taken the airdrop. And now that they forced an engagement with PTG ANX, they happen to just pay the high price of a wipe. But let's take a look at the map once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. A lot of action still can ensue in here. And as you can see, just beside the players of Team G, PTG ANX, you also have got AVSG going in for the strike. Aventus Sovereign Anarchy, ever so slowly. They have the airdrop already, but Alpha, Joker, Mustang, this is a terrible fight coming through. Spotter has been called. Spotter has been called. Alpha now trying to get away. Joker drops 2 players back to back. Alpha needs to back up Joker. And the spotter is just a little slow because that airstrike is just taking 3 years to arrive in this vicinity. Joker now with the backstab. Needs to get this kill. Gets 1, gets 2. And Joker bags them. But unfortunately, Alpha taken out of the equation. And there goes the team of AVSG. And if only Mika Odin didn't run away and sit down in the wrong slot, he could have been there to assist his team members to perhaps survive out there in the battlefield. But since he was a little bit itchy with his finger jumping slot to slot, he is all alone out here on the battlefield. You hear that, Odin? You hear that, Mika? All alone. Lonely you are. Okay, I'm just kidding. But anyway, moving on. Crix still alive, guys. 2 kills in here so far. Pumped class. Bumps himself right up and repositions. Dog tags out there. Not much to be played for as Crix grabs all 3 but isn't able to loot his own team member. Survival is key here as Crix gets all 3 members scanned through. Oh, shots coming from the back. It's gonna be V. V spots him out. Nato as well. Nato for the chase. Can he get it? Answer is no. Just shoots up everybody down there, and Crix has gotten the job done. And just like that, PTG ANX right back in for the play. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this might just be the winner of the lobby. And if they come back in this final moment and win this lobby, it's all because of Crix. It's all because of this one guy. The scan in 5 seconds now will bring back the full squad for PTG ANX. PTG Esports going to be really proud of this performance, but on the other side, ROG, MC360 alongside MC Revenge as well. Revenge in the chopper, and the players of 360 down on the ground. Sorry, I mean the other way around. 360 on the ground, revenge in the chopper. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, man. I'm tired, I'm hungry. But anyway, Nato straight down. Crix, backstab. Oi, Pusangala manages to get Nato out of the equation. And Crix, that was a very risky play, but he took that risk because he knew the rest of his brothers were already in the matchup. And Crix now, very slowly, repositions. Here comes ROG. ROG, 3 players. Crix all alone. And now, pumped class. He jumps off of the roof. Oi! Hits the top of the roof now. Managing to still go in. But Rainer with the drop shot. PPSH takes Crix out of the equation. Crix now turned into a dog tag. But still, there is time for the rest of the 3 team members to bring him right back into the mix. Light is back. V right in front. V repositions. But it's a 2v1. Can he survive this? Spots out one player first. Kyson drops by. And Light with the backstab makes quick work of the player on the side of ROG. And now Nato. Here comes the backstab as well. But Light will still manage to maintain pressure on all of these players. Crix has not been picked up. He deserves to be brought back into this play if this squad is going to take the victory. Because without him, no victory would be possible. No fight would be possible out there on the battlefield. This whole squad would have been wiped out already. And they need that pump class in that final zone. Light now, opportunity. Odin will not be able to grab that kill just yet as it runs out of bullet. 20 on the mag. But Kyson and Jeff, they trade out Rainier. Amazing stuff. And now team ROG MC Revenge has been taken out of the equation. MC 360 on the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, will still be able to rage on looking for that kill. We still do have PTG Anax out there on the battlefield. 6 kills just by the players who... Sorry, 7 kills by the players who are still alive. Crix needs to be brought back, and that is played to perfection. Crix on that revive flight. But we will need to wait 1 minute 36 seconds for Crix to jump back into battle with us. That's a little too long to wait, don't you say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But it is what it is, as all of these players have unfortunately scanned him a little bit too late. But Kyson now playing the game of risk outside of the zone, but he's not going to worry about that too much. As the next circle, yes, it is a little far away, but the damage from the current circle, blue zone, is not going to be too much to deal with. Thank you so much for all of you who are staying by in the viewership and dropping those likes as well as subscribe for the Codashop page. Make sure you guys continue your support week after week. Next week, we are going to be taking a break, but the following one, the grand finals of the Maharajas of Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale, will be played. And we cannot wait to see what these teams bring out there in terms of battle. For the time being, it is going to be ROG just sticking by. None of those players want to let go of their high ground just yet. And as those players from the side of Team G, PDG, Anax, wait for Crix, their savior, to jump back into this lobby. 30 seconds to go. And just like that, time has passed by so quickly. But what can they do out there? Light now. Couple of engagements coming through. Mika, Odin, all alive. This guy, I tell you, the epicness of this guy, who jumped into the wrong lobby. I don't know if or not we can give him any placement points. Obviously, we can't. So even if he gets placement points, I'm not going to count it to the score of AVSG. But if he does get any kills, I will add that to his squad. Although he made a boo-boo, although he made a silly mistake, but it's okay. But his placement points will not be counted, guys. Only his kill points will be taken into account, as he unfortunately jumps into a different team's slot. Crix back into the lobby. MW11 in hand. Is he looking for his box? Pusangala? He is looking for his box. Did he find it? He hasn't found it. Turns around to the other side. Gives up halfway. This legend drops outside of the zone, looking for his box, realizes it's too late, gives up on his box, and now backs away. The one and only Crix, who saved his squad earlier on, now playing the game of survival, catching back up with the rest of his team members. Solid in terms of performance so far by Crix. But will his team be wiped out, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Will his team be taken out of the equation prematurely? We will have to wait and see, because at the moment this squad is the one with the most number of kills within this lobby. They are taking advantage of this Group C placement. Oh, Krix almost turns over his ATV, but has managed to find an airdrop for himself, and it is a green airdrop above everything else, so that's gonna be absolutely solid for him. Does manage to grab a couple of armor overcharges, just 3 to be specific, and brings in his Jack into play. The Jack now with this auto shotgun should be able to grab a couple of kills for himself. Jeff has been dropped down onto the ground, and the players of ROG strike with their high ground now. DD, Lady, Foe from the back will be able to spot one player. Kaisen right in front. Lady has got the backstab. Oh my lord, Lady makes one mistake and gets taken out of the equation. Just when you thought Lady was about to get that backstab, Lady herself gets backstabbed. And Foe now from the back wants to drop Kaisen. Opportunity. Kaisen taken out of the equation, and Foe quickly repositions. Amazing stuff. And now Foe, oh my lord! ROG MC360 just took down the leaders of this lobby, just took down the slayers of this lobby, and now 7 more players left. ABSG, Mika Odin hasn't picked up a single point for the squad. Once again, Mika Odin will not be able to earn any placement points, but only kill points in here, since Mika has unfortunately jumped into the wrong slot. But as the players of ABSG now continue to look for more battles out there. Sorry, ROG, I have to say. Oh, Mika Odin, as I speak about the guy, manages to drop Snake. But does he take the kill? Snake down onto the ground. Alice not going to go in for the save. Zara as well as Alice, they run away from Snake. Snake bleeding out, running out of time. Zara, can he get to him? Up top, on top of the hill now. Zara will have to wait for Snake to reach him, and manages to catch up with Snake in the nick of time. And Zara will be able to revive that player. Mika Odin still has not found a single point for the squad. This is a big boo-boo by Mika Odin, I have to say. ABSG might be quite mad, but no backstab. Yeah, drops one player. Takes the first kill point. Mika Odin. So, oh my lord. And then the zone takes Mika Odin out of the equation. How anticlimactic after grabbing the first point in the lobby. Whole of the ABSG squad are laughing at their brother right now. I understand. I would laugh too, bro. Unfortunate for Mika Odin. But now, it is going to be the one and only KRMY Bangsawan, Zara, Snake, as well as Alice. The Malaysian team has been playing the game of survival for the longest of time. Can they get this victory? DD as well as Foe right up top. ROG, MC360. Foe, backstab. DD, it's going to be Foe. Oh my lord, Foe gets dropped, and it is Zara with the HSO. The HS backstab, and Team 12 gets the victory. KRMY Bangsawan with a fantastic play out there on the battlefield, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Unexpected final turn of events. We did see a little bit of domination coming through, but things would go ahead to end. Let's take a look at the points here and understand exactly what has happened. Obviously, the team that slides into the #1 spot is going to be none other than Team 7 in here, PTG Anex, with a total of, what is this? We've got 4, 8, 11 kills to their name. But the #1 spot is taken by KRMY Bangsawan, 2 kills on their side. Zara and Snake finally striking at the very, very final circle. But ROG 360, fantastic play from this squad. A total of 5 kills they do manage to grab for themselves. ABSG, Mika Odin provides 1 point for Team 8. And the rest of them, Alpha as well as Joker, pick up a point each. 3 points overall for ABSG. That's not going to be too impressive, and it's not going to help them climb up the leaderboard all that too much. And of course, you've got team #4 in here, MC Revenge. The only revenge that they could find out there was over the players of GSC earlier on, but obviously that didn't turn out too well as well. GSC, speaking of them, this is team #6, Ghost Wolves, who did not manage to bag anything for themselves, and they were the first team to get taken out of the equation. And that wraps up day #5, the final day of groups for the Maharajas of Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale Season 2. This is the Codashop Plays Takeover by the Mustachio. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and we will continue this action after next week. So the following week on Thursday, that's going to be the grand finals. Okay, 6 back-to-back matches is potentially what I'm thinking of, but we haven't finalized it just yet. It could be 4 games, it could be 6 games. Once we confirm that, we'll put it up on the page. The only reason why it's not confirmed yet is because my schedule is a little bit tight on that day, and I have to really look at one last thing that hasn't been confirmed. And once that is done, we'll let you guys know. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for joining me on this Codashop Plays.